Have you ever wondered why we carve pumpkins on Halloween? Well, if you haven't, I'll tell you, but first a little bit about the origins of Halloween. So it's a little disputed on who exactly started celebrating it first. Many people believe that modern Halloween is based on the ancient Celtic pagan festival of Samhain, which is spelled Samhain. If you've ever seen that, it's pronounced Samhain, which marked the midpoint between the autumnal equinox and the winter solstice, and also celebrated the fall harvest. There's also All Hallowtide, All Hallows Eve, All Saints Day on November 1st, and All Souls Day on November 2nd, which is a Catholic holiday that some just non-denominational Christians celebrate as well. Some people say that is based in the pagan origins. Some say that it kind of developed on its own. And then in Mexican Catholicism, there's Dia de los Muertos and the Day of the Dead, which again, same thing. It's All Hallowtide, but they celebrate it in a little bit of different ways. Anyway, that's where Halloween started. From all of those things, it's an amalgamation of them, and especially today, it is an amalgamation of those different traditions. And I'm sure there will be people in the comments who are like, no, it was definitely started from the pagan Samhain festival. And like, that may be true. I don't know exactly where it started. Nobody knows for sure. However, I'm very happy it exists today because I love Halloween. So, back a long time ago, an unspecified number of years ago, in a small village in Ireland, there was a man named Stingy Jack. Obviously, that wasn't his actual name. It was Jack Smith, I think. And he was known to be a trickster, a liar, a deceiver, just a deceitful man. He was not good. He did something good once, and an angel rewarded him with 3 wishes, and he used those wishes for bad things. So the angel was disappointed and told St. Peter never to let Jack into heaven. Well, eventually, Satan heard about Jack and was like, wow, this is a guy after my own heart. You know, I've heard of his silver tongue and his deceitfulness. I want to go see for myself. So Satan introduces himself to Jack, and Jack realizes, oh, the devil is going to come take me to hell. This is the end of my life. My poor deeds are finally catching up with me. So he asks the devil if before the devil drags him away to hell, if he can go to a pub and have a last drink. So the devil's like, sure, yeah, absolutely, let's do that. So they go, and the devil says, yeah, I'll get you some drinks. And so Jack drinks a bunch. And then he says, okay, you said that you would pay for it, pay the bartender. Well, the devil doesn't have any money. So Jack's like, oh, I don't know, man. You said you would pay for it. Here, turn yourself into a piece of silver, and we'll give it to the bartender. And then, you know, I can sneak you out of the till later. So Satan says, okay, and turns himself into a piece of silver. And Jack, being the deceitful trickster that he is, takes the piece of silver, puts it in his pocket, which also has a crucifix. The crucifix binds the devil from being able to get out of the pocket, and he is forced to strike a deal with Jack if he ever wants to get out and not have to be a tiny piece of silver for the rest of eternity. So Jack makes him promise that the devil will not take him to hell. And the devil says, okay, fine. So Jack allows the devil to turn back into his regular terrifying form. And the devil is like, okay, screw you. You suck. I don't even want you in hell. Bye. So Jack's like, all right, cool. And he lives out the rest of his days and eventually drinks himself to death or something. So he dies and he thinks, problem solved, I get to go to heaven now. Well, he gets to heaven and St. Peter's like, nope, absolutely not. You're not coming in here. And so Jack's really upset. He tries to argue his way into heaven, but it doesn't work. So finally he's like, all right, I guess I have to go to hell. I guess I didn't outsmart God and the devil after all. So he goes to hell and the devil's like, nope, the deal was that you're not coming here. I have to hold up my end of all bargains. And also you suck and we don't want you here. So Jack is like, okay, cool. Bring me back to life then. But both God and the devil are like, no, we're not doing that. So Jack is forced to wander purgatory, a desolate landscape with no people, none that he can see anyway. I mean, obviously there are souls in purgatory, but he's cursed to wander purgatory forever. And Jack is like, oh my God, are you at least going to give me something to light my way? So the devil gives him something that apparently looked like this, a hollowed out turnip with a face in it, and tossed a glowing hot coal from the fires of hell into it and said, here, you can use this to light your way. So Jack wanders for eternity in purgatory, and he has his hollowed out turnip, which we call a jack-o'-lantern. So now on Halloween, All Hallowtide, Samhain, we carve pumpkins to help guide other lost souls home and hopefully spare them from the same fate as Stingy Jack.